Hey, I'm on Channel 7. On our national road, I'm going from Gdańsk to Olsztynek to see and pick up my Toyota Supra. I bought the car at the beginning of this year, and honestly, I haven't seen it since then. And today, when we're at the end of the year, I'll see the car after a big transformation. Hey, greetings from Łódź. We bought the car, put it on the tow truck. There are some cool ones standing here. Little Mercedes. And here's my little junker. Greetings to Damien from Sakura.
Greetings.
Garage, So if you ever want to import a car from Japan, I recommend getting in touch. And we're getting ready and heading home. Because it was completely taken apart by Krzysiek, the bodywork was fixed where the Japanese hands messed it up. Anyway, now you can see for yourself what the sheet metal looked like, how much filler was used. It was hit on the front left side. And now, in fact, we have the whole car ready, and we can start making it look better, because the body is completely painted. It's protected, and now we should put on some rims, work on the interior, and we need to fix the suspension a bit, and also repair the exhaust system. And the engine is acting up a bit. After sitting a long time, some cylinders stopped working. And I can't wait to see that black beast. We've arrived at the place. I just need to check. Where exactly was it? I think it's right here. That's right. We're following them to Krzysiek's place, and Krzysiek is an avid drifter. And he'll probably show us his toy, or toys. Here we see some E46. There's a Supra parked here. Whoa! Is this the Supra? We'll probably pull it out here onto the lot to warm it up. Nice job. It's just shining like a dog's balls. Krzysiek is a pro when it comes to painting and bodywork. Deals. Here is Lota. Exactly. The interior is waiting for me in Gdańsk because I sent everything for refurbishment, the seats. And the bench seat. Now you can see the cutaways from when I went to pick them up. Hey, we're in Kashubia. We're going to pick up a new interior for the Toyota Supra. We're at the upholsterer Semmerling, who has already done some things for me before. I'm really happy with his work, and I'm curious how the job on the front seats and the rear bench for the Toyota Supra turned out this time. We'll see the results soon. We took the seats and benches outside to see how they looked. I'm really satisfied, and this is how it looks. Here, basically, the leather was all eaten away, cracked, with the sponge coming out, but now the parts look like new. And here we have the main commander at Semmerling Car. If you could tell us, what did you do with these seats and sofas? What was done?
We replaced and repaired the foam. We restored them. That's the main thing. And then we upholstered everything to match the original, so to speak.
So you actually replaced all the materials?
All the upholstery?
All the upholstery. This is faux leather. Yes?
Yes, this is so-called eco-leather.
This is eco leather. And the inside is also kind of like Alcantara, right?
Exactly.
And tell me, how much does it cost to do something like this with you?
The costs are in the range of about 3,500 to 5,000, depending on the project.
So I install it in the car, and we have the next pieces of the puzzle together. Here's our master, Krzysiek. Krzysiek, how long did you work on the car this week?
4 months of work.
It was a great job, right? Are you glad you did it?
No.
But no, listen, now you can see the cutaways here. It was really pretty crushed. It's simply a masterpiece. Even the notches are like this here. You see, oh, indentations. And on the other side, they're the same. So, Krzysiek, can you briefly explain what you were doing here?
Everything except the fuel flap. Every part was damaged, so I had to repair each one.
What's the point, huh? This car?
Yeah, never again.
Never again. All right, let's burn the bastard. Krzysiek, be the cameraman. And how do I sit here?
Well, on my little seats.
Krzysiek's a drifter too. Come on, show us your toys. Angry chicken. Eh? What is this? Hey, right. I know. You don't know yet, but you'll know soon.
92, 2.5 liters tuned.
What do you mean, 2.5 liters?
M52 with single variable Nockenwellensteuerung.
So that's 70 horsepower.
Exactly.
So, have the cranks been changed? No, nothing.
No, the speedometer was disassembled and rebuilt with new parts. It's not decompressed because I chose not to. 370 horsepower was achieved at 0.65 bar.
370 horsepower, and you do all of this yourself?
Yes, 3 years running with no issues.
I really don't believe it, but... How is it possible? 3rd year running hard, and nothing happens. All right, show me the ride. Krzysiek, open the hood. In the middle. That's how it looks. The stock wiring harness and DET3 are connected, right?
No, the wiring harness is custom too.
A custom wiring harness?
Everything here is custom. Well, the data is connected, but the wiring harness is made entirely from scratch.
The seat is neat. Nice car. Yeah, the engine, which is nice because it doesn't cost much when it comes to the block. Because the M52 P25 is probably the cheapest block of those 2.5-liter BMW engines right now.
The plan was to safely get 300 horsepower out of it. So the guys at the dyno did the first run, and at 0.65 bar it made 370 horsepower.
0.6 bar without decompression?
No. Only the rings are made with a loose fit.
Ah, so the engine was open?
Exactly, all the parts are new. Rings, bearings, block honing, surface, complete head machining. The engine has been rebuilt from scratch.
Hold on. Look. Do I see a control arm from an E36 in the body of an E90?
This is from Pavel from Zik.
Pavel from Zik?
This is an E30 from Pavel.
And how did you guys install that control arm?
The whole E46 subframe is now installed.
Mounted?
I built the E46 subframe myself for this adapter to connect it to the E92 body.
And how does it handle?
Well, you've driven it.
I've driven it, and honestly, it drives like a dream, unlike most people's experience.
It's pleasant to drive.
Well, generally, it's hard to find a cheap steering kit for the E92 that also works well. There aren't any decent adapters yet. At least I don't know anything about it at this point.
No, only Y-swap?
No, just Y-swap, which is really expensive, right? But Krzysiek, what's under the tarp? Here's a chicken and a pig. A pig? A pig? Yes. Here's a chicken and a pig. Should we show them? Krzysiek is basically lost. All the money he has and earns, he puts everything into drifting. And here we have another 92. I think I recognize the rims. Wham! R32, Arizona. But there's so much space here now. Listen, look where the engine ends and where the strut towers end. It's fitted nicely. Which gearbox? 3-liter diesel?
3-liter diesel with an adapter.
With an adapter. The manifolds are done. The intake system, how short the intake system is, right?
Well, the point was for it to be as...
It'll spool up quickly. What's your plan for this car?
Not sure yet. We're building it slowly for now.
So, it's a mental illness. You just have to build something and spend money.
A few years and it'll start.
In a few years, it'll start. What will you forge? The engine?
With that turbo installed, you'll get 650 horsepower.
These are the remaining Supra parts, right? A Bomex bumper or similar for the Supra I had, plus the exhaust. Here are the side skirts. If anyone is interested, I have Supra parts for sale. Vale side. So, we're about to head out with the car. I'll load it onto the trailer and drive to Gdansk to drop it off at my spot. And listen, as you saw for yourselves, I fulfilled my childhood dream. Just like most of you, I watched Fast and Furious about 20 years ago, and I fell in love with this car. And that's why I'm even happier that I met Krzysiek, because he saved this car and turned it into a real gem. He's a guy who doesn't like shortcuts, which is rare among Polish specialists, and that's why I have the car right now. It was really pulled out of ruin and with very little filler used. So I hope there will be upgrades coming for this ride. I'll be showing all of that on my channel. Charnula has landed. We need to tidy up a bit here, make her a nice little nest, and we'll see what this car brings because I want to tinker with it. A few things remain. Here are the seats, the rear bench. There are a few things with the engine, the exhaust system. So listen, thanks for today's episode. Take care and see you next time. AU.